Okay, character profile this week.
Yeah,
It's on
let's
the
get
Black
on with
Knight.
it.
So, as again, long-time viewers will know, I love to bitch and moan about the character profiles, despite the fact that no one asked me to do them and I just do them.
Mm-hmm.
But I found a little cheat code. Our bracket, our huge big bracket we worked on, has basically only got 2 characters that we've done character profiles on before. So, unless there
Easy.
is a valid one for the week, I'm just going to take the loser of the previous week and do a character profile on them.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Which just makes sense.
It does. It's actually pretty smart from me. Anyway,
Very big brain.
the Black Knight has had a few names. We are focusing on Dane Whitman. Dane Whitman, some of you might recognise the name from Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
That is what was teased at the end of Eternals. If you've only just arrived here, congratulations.
If you were more focused on the actor than what was actually going on, don't blame me.
So the Black Knight we're discussing is Dane Whitman. He made his first appearance all the way back in Avengers number 47 in October of 1967.
It's pretty old.
Yeah, he is. It's a pretty interesting one because Dane's uncle Nathan Garrett had died,
Mm-hmm.
and Dane inherited his castle and his fortune. What he wasn't aware of was that his uncle had also been the Black Knight, but had been a bit of a villain, and by a bit I mean very much a villain. While at the castle, he discovered the Ebony Blade. He passed the tests, a very generic kind of, oh, you must pass the test to use this kind of thing.
Are you worthy?
Yeah, that kind of vibe. And he did that. And he met Sir Percival, who, as I'm sure some of you, I don't know, it's not history, what would you call it? I don't know. What do you call people who are obsessed with like false history, but like, I don't know. He was one of the Knights of Arthur's Round Table.
Isn't it like folklore or like?
Yeah, folklore. That's probably the best way to describe it. Sir Percival was part of the Knights of the Round Table.
Mm-hmm.
He explained that the Ebony Blade kind of had a curse on it that kind of elevated what you did. So if you committed crimes and killed people with it, the sword would start like wanting more blood and would kind of overtake your brain and like not give you the ability to not kill people.
Yeah, like it increases your influence on you.
Exactly. Which is obviously what Dane's uncle had done, and that's why he got so evil.
Mm-hmm. Understandable.
So Dane went, well, fuck that. I know about the curse, so I'm going to be smarter. So he decided to join the Masters of Evil, like his uncle. But instead, what he wanted to do was infiltrate them and bring them down from the inside to help the Avengers.
Ah, a mole.
Yes, exactly that. However, the Avengers didn't trust him.
I wonder why.
Yeah, exactly. So even after he did help them take down the Masters of Evil, the Avengers were still a bit like, you're not part of our club, go away. It was only when, surprise, surprise, he helped them against Kang, they actually began to trust him. Are we noticing a theme with characters that are popping up already?
Yes.
But don't worry, Marvel shit phase 4 feels so disconnected, it makes no sense. No, they're laying groundwork, have patience. Anyway, always time for a mini rant. So after he then helped them with Kang on an occasion, he kind of became exactly what he is. He's a C-tier hero, let's be honest. He bounced around a number of teams, including the Avengers. He's done a number of stints on the Avengers. He's been part of the Defenders, and he's also been part of Excalibur. Excalibur is a team of British-based heroes, so Captain Britain, Union Jack, Black Knight, characters like that. I would not be outrageously surprised if after Phase 6 we get Excalibur films or Captain Britain films. Captain Britain had a weird bubble in history where he was like an incredibly popular character, like obscenely popular.
Oh.
Like he went from being unknown, crazy popular, then fell off really quickly again, and kind of got left to die.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like one writer had a bit of luck with him. That luck ran out, and everyone was like, "That's a shit character. I don't know how you made it work. We're not even going to try."
Yeah.
Like honestly, that's the only way I could really describe it. I do think that success was quite localized to England,
Well,
which makes sense.
yeah.
I can't imagine there's many countries where parents would have been happy in like the 70s seeing their kids run around with a superhero who's English. Let's be honest, we don't exactly have the best reputation. Um, yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get Excalibur and Captain Britain and films like that down the road. And there are
Be
some
cool.
rumors about a gender bending of Union Jack. Who was it that I heard was going to play them?
Interesting.
Union Jack actress. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it?
Pause champ.
Olivia Colman.
I feel like I know that name, but I don't.
You will. She's very, very popular. She played the Queen in The Crown.
I've not watched The Crown.
You'd recognise her if you saw her.
I'm Googling. Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So there's been some rumours. I don't know where they've come from or what film she's supposed to appear in, but apparently she's been cast as Union Jack. Take that with the biggest grain of salt you have available. But yeah, that's all there is really to say about Black Knight. Again, he seems to be one of these characters that Marvel came up with, used him a bit, and then he's just kind of fell by the wayside as fans over the years have had exposure to different characters. He's been used less and less. But he seems to still be an old reliable when they need to make numbers up for a team comic. And obviously they've set him up at the end of Eternals.
Yeah.
We heard Blade's voice talk to him from out of shot in Eternals with Moon Knight and Blade, and I mean Black Knight is definitely the kind of guy I could see on a Midnight Suns team. He might be one of the members we end up with on Midnight Suns. Who knows?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I think that's all I've got to say on Black Knight, which brings us on to